The enemy would love nothing than to change you so that you limit yourself from experiencing the goodness that's on the other side. Because in holding on to anger and resentment and bitterness, it means that you now have to put up walls, and those walls is going to keep out whatever goodness God is bringing your way. What you've had, the past, is not the only goodness that God have in store for you. He has so much more in store for you. But if you hold on to those things from the past, you won't be able to fully embrace the newness. You won't be fully able to embrace the goodness, the kindness, the love, the life that God have behind you, because you're trying to protect yourself. Let your defenses go. Guard your heart, meaning fight to remain happy, fight to release, fight to forgive, fight to keep your space, your mind, and your heart clean and pure. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Becoming Marsha. I am Marsha. We are currently in a series that we are calling From the Messy Middle to Becoming His. If you are here for the first time, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Please make yourself at home. Go get caught up on all the previous episodes so that you'll be in the know of what we're talking about and what we got going on. We are currently talking about transitions, the different seasons we walk through as women, whether it's empty nesting, loss of a job, loss of a loved one, a divorce, infertility and grief, all the things, whatever it is, we are walking through it together. We've even talked about my own messy middle of divorce and how I am healing and moving forward. So that is it. If you guys are ready for today's episode, are you ready? If you're ready, let's go. So before we get started talking about the video, I want to tell you a story. I want to tell you about some of my very favorite tights. So I had just started working out and I had a pair of Nike tights that I bought from the outlet. I got it on sale. So it fit even better. You know how that goes. It fit right in all the right places. I mean, it makes everything look good, including the derriere. But I really like these tights. And I feel like when I work out in those particular tights, I felt like I give it my all. Like I had a little supernatural part. It was my favorite tights. So needless to say, I wore it a lot. And as I got more into working out and I was working out for like about a year, I decided, okay, I need to get some new workout clothes. I'm going to rest these tights. So I give them a rest because I wanted to hold on to them. I even tried to go back and see if I can get that same tights. They didn't have it in my size. So I said, okay, I'm going to put this to the side. Got some new workout clothes and I forgot about them. And then later on, when I was rumbling through my stuff for whatever ungodly reason, I found the tights again and I was like, bet, I'm about to wear these tights. This is what I'm about to do. Let me make sure I got my, oh, okay. I said, bet, I'm about to wear these tights today. Okay. So if you see a girl, got on my shirt, put on myself, put the tights on, and guess what, y'all? They didn't fit. They just didn't fit the same way. They did not fit me the same. The waist was baggy, the waist was baggy, the tights was loose, all this extra stuff. Like it just didn't hug and fit and curve and do all the things that it used to do. And then I realized all the work I've been putting in, I've been making progress. Progress that I didn't even see. Progress that even though may not have seen it with my eyes, apparently my body was taking form, my body was shaping. And even though I didn't lose a lot of weight on the pounds, apparently and even though I didn't lose a lot of weight, apparently I had toned, apparently my waist had came down some bit. Just a lot of things happened that I didn't even know in the process. Can you believe it? I still kept those tights, even though I can't fit them. I don't know why. But anyway, let's get into today's episode. I'm trying to see where we were. We've talked about a lot in this series. Like, we've talked about so much. We've talked about the shift, we've talked about grief, the questions, letting go, rebuilding. um, everything, learning to stand again. It's been a lot. And somehow I still feel like we haven't scratched the surface because grief and transition is just so much. The more I navigate through it, the more I realize, oh my gosh, I can talk about this forever. I wouldn't wish grief on no one. But somewhere along the way, somewhere right in the middle, something begins to change. In the middle of going through everything as you're navigating it, and the weeks start to add up and the months start to add up, something begins to change. Not necessarily around you, but something within you. So, like something within me has changed, and it wasn't a loud change. It wasn't even sudden, but I could feel it. It's real. I can feel it. It's real. I've started to see this season wasn't just about what I lost, it was also about who I'm becoming, who I was becoming, and who I am becoming, right? What's changing, you might ask? It's hard to explain. I just can't put it into words. I'm not the same version of myself anymore. Not in how I used to think, not in how I used to respond, not in how I used to feel about things, definitely not in love, not in what I hold on to, or even what I value. I'm just, all those things have shifted in ways that I never could have imagined. I'm learning what it truly means to be his child, to be his daughter, his friend, his subject, the apple of his eyes, to allow him to rescue me, to save me, and to redeem me, to be my provider, my source, my healer, my conqueror, my comforter, my protector, the one who vindicates me, the lifter of my head, my firm foundation and my solid rock, the one who is able to keep me. He keeps me in perfect peace, Yahweh, Yahweh, the great I am. Not just in words, but in identity, in how I live, in how I trust, in how I let go, and how I hold on. This season has produced things in me that I just didn't expect. I didn't expect it at all. Patience, depth, empathy, endurance, kindness, humility, forgiveness, discernment, grace, passion for women going through transition and pain, strength, a different kind of strength. I can feel a different kind of strength just welling up in me, that I'm embodying this strength that I just didn't even know that I've had. But I've had to release what I thought I needed to be, the expectations, the performance, the version of me that felt safe at one point, that needed to protect myself, that needed to be strong, but wasn't fully surrendered, that needed to hide myself from the world, that needed to keep everything close to me and not be transparent. The part of me that cared what people think. And no, becoming his doesn't mean that I have everything together. It means that I'm choosing him, even in the pain and hurt, even in the unknown, even in rebuilding, even in becoming, I'm trusting him. So if you are in your own messy middle right now, I want you to know something. I want you to know that something is being formed on the inside of you, something that you can't see quite yet. So even if you can't see it, I will charge you to guard your heart so that the thing that is being formed on the inside of you isn't perverted by the enemy through anger and resentment. Do not allow yourself to become bitter. In allowing yourself to become bitter, you're actually shrinking. Protect your heart. Pray over your heart so that you can remain open to all the beautiful things that this season can bring out of you. The space that you hold on to anger and hate, in that space, there could be joy. The enemy would love nothing than to change you so that you limit yourself from experiencing the goodness that's on the other side. Because in holding on to anger and resentment and bitterness, it means that you now have to put up walls, and those walls is going to keep out whatever goodness God is bringing your way. What you've had, the past, is not the only goodness that God have in store for you. He has so much more in store for you. But if you hold on to those things from the past, you won't be able to fully embrace the newness. You won't be fully able to embrace the goodness, the kindness, the love, the life that God have behind you, because you're trying to protect yourself. Let your defenses go. Guard your heart, meaning fight to remain happy, fight to release, fight to forgive, fight to keep your space, your mind, and your heart clean and pure. Growth in this season is quiet, intentional, and strategic, but it's deep. You're going to have to be intentional about the things that you allow into your heart. I may not be where I thought I'll be, but I can guarantee you this: I am not who I used to be either. The old Marsha, I can see that she's bye bye to that chick. And I don't mean this in a vengeful, revengeful way. I just mean it, I really just mean it in a way that I can see the growth in myself. And I can see God is doing something in me. And I like it here. I like getting to know and meet the me that I am becoming in Him right here, right now. I like the softness that I'm embracing. I like the natural things that I'm embracing. I like the joy of depending upon Him. It's scary, but because I'm being able to see God in a way that I haven't experienced Him before, because it was all about my strength and my energy and what I can do, now I'm seeing Him show up as I make room for Him. And that is exciting. I love it here. Like the example that I give to you about my tights, every single day you are in this season, it's doing something to you. Every single day that you're walking through transition is doing something to you, is changing you. And sometimes it's changing you in ways that you can see, and sometimes it's changing you in ways that you can't see. People might see the change, or you might recognize it when it's too late. So you have to be intentional about some things. Some of the changes, as you spend time in the presence of God, they're going to surprise you and they're going to make you happy as you allow God to heal you, to make you whole, to love on you, to be everything that you need, your Jehovah Jireh, your protector, your defender, all the things that I mentioned. As you allow Him to be those things to you, He is healing you. And He is creating in you a version of yourself that you yourself never knew existed. So my encouragement again to you is protect yourself at all costs in this season of transition, whether it's with motherhood, whether it's with empty nesting, whether it's with divorce, whether it's infertility. It doesn't matter what the messy middle is, what your messy middle is. Protect your heart, because here in the middle is not the end. You're just in the middle. The story continues. It's going to keep going. The story continues. Every day you get up, a new page is turned. Every day you get up, a new chapter. You're in the middle of a chapter that's being written. And at any time, God will step in to your messy middle. At any time, He will step into where you are, and He can change the dynamics of your situation. He's working on it right now. So what do you do while He's working on it? You keep your heart pure. You be in expectation. You remain happy. You remain in peace. You don't let anger, worry, frustration, anxiety, strife, all these things attack you and take you out before you can see the goodness of God. You don't want to lose your mind. You don't want to wake up and you can't function because you've allowed all these things to attack you. No, you have to be intentional. You have to be intentional. I hear people talking about protecting their peace and doing all the things. You have to be intentional about steeping yourself in the presence of God, abiding in Him, because He will heal all things and He will make all things new, all for His honor, for His glory, and for His kingdom. I want to encourage you to guard your heart. And with that, I mean with intention. Pray scriptures over your heart. The one scripture that I confess every day is, create within me a pure heart and renew a steadfast spirit within me. And every day I say that scripture, and sometimes I say it a few times a day. And whenever I feel something bubbling up inside of me um, that is, that might be painful or just not a good feeling, I take it to God. Every time I feel anger, I pray about it. I talk to God about it. I say, God, I'm angry about this thing, but I want you to heal me of it. I say, God, I'm frustrated about this thing, but I want you to help me in my frustration. I want you to reveal the truth. I want you to help me to navigate it. I'm honest about how I feel because I recognize that how I navigate this season is going to impact the woman that comes out of it. And I want to give the woman that comes out of it the benefit of doubt. I want to give her every advantage to go above and beyond anything that I could have seen. I want to give her every advantage that God can possibly use her. Now, will I get it right? Am I perfect? No, I am not perfect. That's the reason why I have to ask God's forgiveness. That's the reason why I have to come back and say, God, help me, because I do have real emotions. I do feel hurt. I do feel betrayed. I do feel scared. I do feel nervous. And I am walking this thing out every day. So, in that, I have to be intentional and strategic about prayer, about giving God thanks and still being grateful, about covering and protecting my heart, about praying and fasting, about all the things. I have to be intentional about it. I have to have my set prayer times, not, out of routine, because if I don't make it a routine, sometimes it just doesn't happen. I have to set my time. I have to be reminded. I have to do all the things because I realize for me in this season, it's really about intention. I need to be intentional about the things that is going to make me happy in the long run. So this episode today is very simple. It's an encouragement to you to guard and protect your heart. It's an encouragement to you to be excited about what's to come, to be excited about your future, to not give up on you, and don't rob yourself of what could be because you want to hold on to past hurt. I love where this is taking me. I am still becoming, but I'm becoming His. And it is a beautiful thing. If this episode was good to you, please like, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. New episodes launch every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Hit the notification button so that you will be notified of each new episode every week. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Bye.